Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I'm always putting you and the world in this prayer because we all need some. And let you know, I'm in Baltimore City, so there's a lot going on out here. So pray for this city because we really need that. Philly and Baltimore, and I've resided in Philly. That's where I come from, born and raised Philly girl. And I'm right here in Baltimore, and they're competing on how many people they can kill in a year, and is our babies. So I just want you to pray for Baltimore, okay? And I'm going to pray for your city. So tell me where you're from so I can pray for you. Then I'll check out where you're at so I can check out the news in your area because I like to check different cities and stuff. So do that for me, okay? But anyway, I wanted to tell you a little bit about how I see a journey. So, in speaking to a few friends, throughout the week, and also analyzing my own life and how I see life and my particular journey, speak on myself. And I know everyone else has their own journey too. And I'm not really a person who calls on help uh, for anything, really, financially. And if I do, which is very rarely, I will do my best to pay you back because I don't like to have a debt. I don't like to have debt with people, especially people that I love. And I feel like that I'm strong enough to make the choices to alter my life where I can either make more income or reduce my expenses. I have choices. So I'm not going to pull anyone into my personal dilemma because we all going through some financial stuff. Whether you're rich or poor, it's your money. Well, I don't want to use your money. You work hard for it. I really don't like people asking me for money because I worked hard for it. My set income is just me, my money for my family, for whatever it is in my life. Correct? Okay. So be independent. That's what I'm always been about. I'm a very independent person. So with that being said, I'm on this journey. I have a journey, and I don't ask for help because I don't want to burden anyone else. And I really can't help anyone else either because I'm on my own journey. And I feel like we're all ships in the night. And we have chosen the ship that we're on. Okay, life is about choices. This is how my analogy. So we're all in this ship. You made the choice of whether you want to be solo, whether you want to have a mate, you want to have Gilligan and Skipper, old school, you know, whether are you going to be solo? Are you going to be out there by yourself? On a little sailboat or a speedboat. Are you going to have passengers? Are you taking cargo with you? And understand that's how I see life. People are my passengers, whether they're my dependents or whether no one's ever taken care of me. I'm waiting for that moment, but everyone has been a dependent for me. So if I have dependents, that means that's weight, that's baggage, that's carriage. That means that's emotional. That means you gotta be there for people. You gotta be on call. There's more wear and tear on your vessel. And if they're doing what they're supposed to do, are they really helping? Or are they part of the crew? Or are they out there drinking all the wine and chilling, out there on the bow? Is that what it is, the bow? But or are they are they taking advantage? Are the pirates coming on? And okay, you made that choice. You made the choice of who's going to be on that boat with you, how you're going to get on that boat, with the type of boat that you're on, excuse me, and the cargo that you're taking. And me, I make my choice. See, I like speedboats. I want to get on a nice little speedboat, but I want to have a chance, to sail if I want to. I like solo. And, I have my destination. I have my calling on my journey, right? We're not going the same direction. No boat goes the exact same direction, okay? You have to understand that. It's never the exact same direction. Okay, things change. The tide change. The currents change, right? That's life. The bumps, the waves come. The storms come. You got to be careful at night too. You got to keep your navigation. Do you have a navigation system? Oh my God. So if you have a boat, you have to think about, do you have a navigation system? And I started thinking more and analyzing my life. It's not just the cargo. It's just not the people on the boat. And I used to have a boat, in my younger days. I had a boat, and I grew up on a boat. My grandmother was in Mystic Island, New Jersey, and every summer for a long time of my life, I'm gonna say probably half of my youth, I went down there to her house in Mystic Island, and I was probably the only black kid in my neighborhood that would get a chance to go down there to her house that she built. She, got the architecture done, and it was docked there, and she had a boat, and it was a beautiful home, and I still remember it in my head today, and I always want to go back to see if it's still there. But it's in Mystic Island, New Jersey, and we went crabbing. We went in a boat, and we went out there. We saw Atlantic City out there when we were driving Atlantic City Ocean, and then they end up upgrading the boat. And so it was a double decker. So they had the lower level, and then Mary, my grandpa, he had the top level too, so he can stir from each side, from each level. And my husband and I, we had purchased a smaller boat, and I was familiar with it, so it was really easy for us to get in there. And it was really, I actually got some pictures of it too. One day maybe I'll pull them up. Not anytime soon. They're all in storage, but at some point, if we stay on tune together, we're still connected, I would like to show you those pictures. And we were out there in Atlantic Ocean with me and my husband in this boat. So I love it. We went fishing. I remember it was a time that I told you I was going to ramble a little bit. Well, yep, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to ramble a little bit, my experiences about boats. And maybe that's why I went into thinking about boats. But I remember when I was a kid, my dad took my brother and I out on a boat, and it was just a little motorboat. And I don't even know where we were. I don't know, somewhere in Jersey. And the sun was going down. I was upset with him, because, I was a fatherless kid, and I had an attitude that day, I didn't want to go out with him, but I'm glad that I did, type attitude, but I was going to give him hell while I was there. That's what I was kind of doing, giving him an attitude or whatever. But we caught fish. I think I caught a flounder, and maybe my brother caught a crab. I don't know. We caught some things, little sand sharks or whatever, and it started getting darker. The sun started going away. It started getting cloudy, and we drifted. Right? We drifted, and we weren't where we were. And next thing we saw, like a shoreline with people's houses on the beach, and we were stuck. Right, we were stuck on a little sand dune, and my dad had to get out the boat and push the boat off the sand dune. I was a nervous wreck. We were stuck out there. We were stuck. The tide had went down. That's what happened. The tide went down, and we moved. Well, I don't remember who found us. Somebody found us, and we ended up getting back to where we were. So I was pissed about that too. So I was just giving him hell about that, and I didn't want to stay at his house, and I wanted to go to my mom's house. I was just acting a fool and an attitude. But that's my experience about boats. And that journey in a boat it could be very peaceful, where you're just chilling and you're relaxed and you're on your journey and you're focused. You got your navigation system on, you're set up, you're planned. You don't want nobody on your ship, and anybody that's going to be on your ship, you're going to have to just get them off. You can't have people that are going to get you off of your route and mess up your boat and your navigation. Because listen, if you don't have a safety boat, this is how I feel about water. Is a little different than when you're out there having accidents on Earth. Okay, because if you fall and trip, you can scuff your legs or whatever. Or if your car stops, you can get out and walk. Or if your boat stops, you got wheels. But when you're in water, or if you're in air, if it's going down, it's going down, and you're going down with the ship, right? So that's why, like in Titanic, like you get all those people there. So he's responsible for lives. He's responsible for cargo. This is what I'm talking about carrying the weight when you're going on to your journey. You have to think about it in advance. Yes, you know what I feel like? It is a choice. It's a choice of whether you want to be on the journey by yourself, because sometimes family will hold you back from your goals. You have to wait until the kids are out the house. You have to wait until your husband finished going to school and he gets his job, or vice versa. Or you can't move into your career field, because you got to put money somewhere else, to take care of the kids, or tuition, or the dogs, or mom, and I'm thankful that I don't have to worry about sickness of my mother or my father or my son. We don't have no little ones, and I am now divorced, so I don't have to worry about another dependent, and I've never been anyone else's dependent. So I would like to be somebody else's dependent, but that has not happened at this point, because I'm the one that's always pulling the weight, to tell you the truth. And it was, and I'm not going to say all the time, but for the most part, I pulled my weight. I will say I pulled my weight, and I pulled it hard, because I'm not going to say every relationship or marriage was like that, because there's been 3 marriages, 1-time widowed, 2-time divorced. Okay, that should be a book in itself. But don't steal the title, okay? It's on video. But I would hope that no one have to experience, having to take the journey 3 times. Okay, because that's a journey in itself, being in marriage. I've learned a lot. I'm not an expert, because obviously I'm not doing it well enough to still be involved in a relationship. My mindset ain't there. And my journey was on a boat. It wasn't even on a boat, or maybe we were on a boat, and then I was able to drop them off, so they can go and get in their own boat. That's kind of like what it was, or But when you're in the ocean, you can't have any mistakes, because at any time your boat's going to go down, and you're going down with the ship, because all you're going to have is a life's vest. I don't know how many people survived in the Titanic. Okay, so, and I don't think the captain, he wasn't the last to go down either, I don't think so. So let me tell you, it is a cold, terrible journey. Our lungs aren't made to go into the ocean. We're not fish. We're not dolphins. We can't do that. We only can take air in. So how much time you're going to last in the water is based on what? Time, a matter of time. And I don't want to drown in life. So I feel like in the ocean, you have to be a little bit more careful about your decisions. And I think you really have to have a heroic mind, like knowing, and even as a pilot, I'm looking at the news right now, talking about the airplanes. So being a pilot, you're in the air. You crash. You're in the train, you crash. The safest place is on foot, but it's going to take the longest, isn't it? It's going to take the longest getting where you need to go. So you might have to get onto a boat. My journey's a little fast, so I don't have a whole lot of cargo. And even if I did, and I got autopilot, I can't get off my boat and help anybody, because I'm in motion, and I'm by myself, and I'm the only one navigating the boat. So, and that's how I feel about someone else's life. If you're navigating your ship and you got passengers on there, and their life is your responsibility, you taking that on. You let those people on your ship. It was your ship. That's your life. So you've taken on marriage. You've taken on responsibility of children. You've taken on responsibility of parents. So you have to carry that cargo. And unfortunately, or fortunately, you either go either way, because if you got a good team, you might be able to get that ship moving a little faster than my speedboat, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? And then if you got a good team, you can let them off. They can get their own boat, and maybe they can meet you at the destination and get things ready for you. So if you got a team like that, yeah, you can keep it moving. You can keep it moving, because even if your boat sinks, you got a team to pick you up. See, but if you're solo, you don't have that. It's just you. I got me and some pets. Rocco, he could swim for how long? I don't know. He could be shark bait for a little bit. Until they get me, they ain't gonna save me much. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not trying to crash. And that's how I just feel about life. So we're all oceans. I'm going to wrap it up. It's been 14 minutes. So in all of that dialogue, we're going to wrap up my analysis on life. Listen, go on your journey, boo-boo. And whatever decision you make on however you want to get there, remember that you're responsible for the lives that you take, the cargo that you take, because cargo is weight, and that could be all the drama in your life or however you want to see that. But me, I'm gonna just express on a single person, and I love being single, and I do enjoy matrimony too. But I really can't say that I'm ready for matrimony anytime soon, because I'm enjoying a single life at 50 something. 55 something, and it's different than when it was before. The game is different. My vision is different. My focus is different. Yeah, I would love to have a loved one. I would love to have somebody just give me some cash and help me out and support me, but it comes with a price in any relationship, good and bad, because for me it's time, and I'm not emotionally ready to get anything that I need to focus on me, and I'm on my speedboat to this journey that I want to go on, and that's going on to help people. So my journey is different than anyone else's, and I can only ask those people that are like-minded to come onto my journey, or get on their journey, go hang out with them for a little bit. I have time because I'm solo. I can kind of like regulate my time, and that's what I appreciate about being solo. For me, when I have a purpose or a vision and I want to do something, I have the time available. I can laser focus and get into it. It's a little different being retired, and a different mindset. It can be a little overwhelming because I'm still transitioning from, corporate military to where I am now as an entrepreneur. So I'm like working on 2 businesses right now. Yo, that's crazy. Whoa, no wonder I'm on overload. But yeah, it's a lot. And you have to be laser focused, and sometimes you have to be isolated. So I'm going to run this up a little bit more. We're on 17 minutes, but I'm going to talk to those people right now who are single and who are isolated and who are by themselves and who are introverts. It's okay. It's okay, because listen, you need to take time to just focus on your thoughts. Focus on your thoughts. Learn how to think and learn how to choose your thoughts, okay? And we're going to have 1,000 thoughts throughout the day, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of thoughts throughout the day. All right, don't get me quoting, but so many thoughts. And I feel like it's like a roller dice, like you're just rolling by and you just pick one out. Oh, let me just focus on this one. Yep, I do remember him telling me that. You know what, that made me, let me just call, no. Or throw that back up and just let them go. Let me put that back. I don't feel like thinking about that. I'm thinking about something else. Poop. Let me talk about that. You know what? I think I'm just going to get some fried chicken today. That's how I kind of see it. I think I'm going to get some fried chicken today and get something to eat. Girl, you already got something to eat in the fridge. You ain't got to think about it. You're right. Whoop, throw that back up there. Throw it around again. You know what? I'm just going to go meditate today. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to hold on this thought right here and meditate. And I'm going to do some self-affirmations because I want to lift myself up. You know what? That's how you do. You kind of like focus on the thoughts that you want. Throw that back up. Okay, I don't want to meditate no more. I'm going to focus on my business. All right, let me get my mind right. What I need to do. I have a routine. I have a routine before I get to work so I can clear my head. Do I have everything together on my pens and paper? All my thoughts, my computer, everything got to be set up. I got to be my music. Like I'll be grooving. So, and that's going to be happening very shortly. So I would just want to say that focus on you, boo-boo, for the single people out there who are transitioning. Focus on what you love to do. What is it that you want to do every day when you wake up? However that is, work on that goal, on getting it and doing it a good way, an honest way, with all the skills and talents that you have right now. Don't try to find no new school or nothing like that. Focus first. Focus on what you do have and the time that you have, and if you have the funds available. Okay? It may not even have to do with funds. You may have it right there in front of you. You may have the people right there in front of you. Focus. on you. That's what you need to do, single people. And if you want love, focus on love. Put that in your affirmations. Put it in there, and the universe will bring it to you. But bring it on with detail, boo-boo. And be careful for what you ask for, because when it comes, it's not when you want it. You know that. It's not going to be when you want it. It's going to be unexpected. And God's going to give you exactly what you can handle. So you need to be careful, because the universe is listening, even in your thoughts. Okay? And especially don't put it out there outside your mouth, because those vibrations will go straight into the universe. And next thing you know, you're going to have exactly what you wanted. And you ain't even finished praying for it. Okay? So listen, be ready. Be ready for what you're asking for, and keep your vibrations high, my sisters and brothers. Okay? Continue to grow. Stay laser focused. Enjoy yourself. And eat well. Eat well. Drink. I'm about to drink me some water too. It's just my coffee. But I'm about to drink me some water. And, let me tell you this real quick. 3 hours, eat 3 hours before you go to sleep. Drink 2 hours before you go to sleep. Turn off electronics an hour before you go to sleep. And get your ritual and get ready to get into bed. Get some rest. And if you can get 8 to 10, that's good. If you can get 8 to 10 hours, that's good. And if you can get whatever makes you feel good, do it and get it moving. Have a great day. Focus on your day. Plan your day before you go to bed. Okay? Take your time. Love yourself at night so you can have a great morning. Okay? Talk to you later. Be grateful. Love you.